Hi everyone, it's Athena. Welcome back. Okay, we've got Thursday today, September 5th. All right, 2019. Okay, so I know that there's a lot of misunderstanding about when we as readers say time is fluid, right? So I kind of wanted to address the issue of time because it's more than just about fluidity. It's actually, okay, try to follow me on this. So since time is distance in space, right? It's distance in space. Time is actually the memory on the structure within that space, of that space, holding that space. So without memory, there's no time. And without time, there's no memory. Okay? It's just like the water. Water has memory. And that's what holds the memory. That's what holds the waves of time and water through the fluidity of space and, with the waves of the water, right? Let's not get into the water because I'm talking about it. The space that we reside in and go is actually with memory. It has memory. It holds memory. All right. So without time, like I said, there's no memory. And without memory, there's no time. So it then follows that the energy that we perceive as the material world must be information, right? Or the energy on the structure of that space, of the space. Okay. I hope that helps. You kind of have to think about that a little. All right. I love that. I love that. Okay. And it makes complete sense because we are energy, right? So we are the energy of our memory. And that memory, without that memory, there would be no time because we would not have the memory of anything, right? But since we do, that's what holds it together. Okay, I hope that clears it up and helps, because not always can we understand when readers say time is fluid, It's actually more about the memory of the space in time that it holds and resides in that energy space. The structure of the space is the information of that energy. Okay. You might want to rewind that one. All right, let's go. Thursday, September 5th, 2019. Right? The memory that holds us together in time is the time, yeah, right? It just holds it up. Anyway, we're leveling up. Let's talk about that. This is leveling up. This is, and here, let me explain that. Look, right? This man, this body, I shouldn't say man. It looks like a man, but never mind that. The body encapsulates all of the astrological planetary aspects on his body and also the third eye, right? So this is all the memory of also the body, which encapsulates the memory, which is right, our energy. The body is the energy, leveling up, raising up into time and space. which really is true. That is, the hangman, there's a lot more to the hangman here, right? But he's leveling up, all right? So we're leveling up now. We're rising above. Let's get more information on this. Rising above illusions, delusions. We're emptying out the cups of time. Maybe we're emptying out the cups of time that no longer serve us, right? That makes sense. We're no longer needing that which does not serve us, for sure. We have risen to the ebb and flow of us being polarity. It's polarity here. Masculine, feminine, yin and yang. Okay? And the ebb and flow of how the yin and the yang work together. How it's orchestrated in our lives. How we tick. You know what I mean? Right? It's like unveiling of the masks of yin and yang. Masks may not be the right word. It's unveiling the polarity. I'm going to stick with polarity here because that's what I'm being told. It's not a mask because everything's revealed. So it's an unveiling of that, within ourselves, right? The dark and the light, right? Being able to rise up and see the differences that we as human beings have on this earth plane, and not emptying out the things or the attitudes that don't serve us any longer. We have to empty it out. Otherwise it becomes repressed, and then dis-ease ends up in the body. But in this case, we are rising up and understanding the yin and the yang of who we are and what we represent, right? Opposites coming together, the yin and the yang merging, it's the understanding of that, and the dark and the light. So we're rising to that understanding of this, right? We understand that there are times when we're going to need to just go with the flow in life's in life, okay? Emptying out that which doesn't serve us enables us to merge our masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine being, again, the polarity of the merging together, right? The ebb and flow of yin and yang, masculine, feminine. I'm not going to take these only because I wasn't focused on, and if they're meant to come out, they do come out for sure. Okay, not withholding anything. No longer withholding anything. Getting to the understanding that we are, again, it is true. We as human beings have the ebb and flow polarity of yin and yang, masculine and feminine, and not beating ourselves up about it, about that hasn't worked. We're not beating ourselves up about the illusions that we've experienced in our life. We're rising up to the understanding that sometimes when you know, when we're trying to merge our masculine with our feminine, you know, we are letting go of trying to fight it, because we're going with the flow of that. We're moving with the flow and getting clear on the understanding and not fighting it any longer. Some people do fight that because, you know, it's life. It's part of our makeup. It's part of the way we were built. I'm going to get one more card on this. It's really beautiful. The understanding of how the masculine and feminine merge together. Look, here it is. Now we're leveling up for sure. Look, right? Under the beautiful moon. Hello, look at this. Under the moonlit sky comes the understanding of leveling up into the yin and yang of yourself, within yourself, right? Masculine and feminine merging together. I'm also, without question, talking about astral travel here as well. There are many who astral travel. If you don't understand what that means, please don't hesitate to look it up, okay? It's out of body during the night, right? You go to sleep and you rise up, your higher self, and you meet yourself. You see yourself, you know, you see yourself laying there, right? But you've risen out of body and you go toward, right? You can go anywhere you want, actually, when you astral travel. And some of you are learning how to do that because it's enlightened. It's showing you the way. And that's what happens during astral travel. If you have actually been able to achieve that, that is something where you go to the higher realms, you meet your guides. There are endless opportunities when you astral travel. The only thing is, I'm going to tell you right now, it is a serious matter, astral travel. You must follow the directions like verbatim, because when you're coming back into your body, you know, you want to make sure that you're always following the white light and that you keep the white light with you while you're traveling and when you go back into your body. For some of you, you'll say, what the hell is she talking about? Well, please look it up. A lot of people astral travel for the reason of that's their spiritual journey. They have gotten and educated themselves to the point where they want to meet their spirit guides, or they want to meet their loved ones, or they want to just learn, right? And in the astral plane, you can go anywhere, you know, you can travel anywhere you want, right? As long as you have a guide with you, as long as you have the white light with you. Always know that. It's very important, okay? If you have any questions about astral travel, don't hesitate to contact me. It is an amazing journey to experience. The Six of Coins is that things that were out of balance become balanced by your understanding of the yin and yang and the polarities in life. You know, you kind of have resorted to what was not balanced now is balanced, because you see there's balance here. We have the yin and the yang. All right. What wasn't balanced is balanced through what? Through this understanding and leveling up. Some of you have been also, I'm hearing, met with your loved ones on the other side during sleep, not astral travel per se. Okay? So you have been getting, you're also, oh, another thing. Yeah. Here it is too. Yes, your cells rejuvenate during the night. So when we're sleeping, which is, why does that happen and how does that happen? It happens because when we're sleeping, our mind is not at work, right? So we let go of the ego completely, right? Because the ego is not working. It's the mind. So when the ego's not working and when we're sleeping, the body rejuvenates itself every night, every night. It's like putting gas in the car. It rejuvenates your cells, and then you can level up and start over again. It's like the circle. Everything is a circle, the circle of life. It's the energy, it's the energy of memory that we have with the memories that we take in our dreams, the memories that come out in our dreams, the merging of the two, right? Yin and yang, okay? It's all cyclical, okay? And it all holds the memory in space and time, which is exactly what we started talking about in the intro. Time is distance in space, and time is memory on the structure of that space. I hope I haven't lost you on that one, but it's very interesting. And I think this allows the majority to understand what time really provides us, right? And how it works, because we are energy. Okay. So here we go. What do we have? We have memories. That's where the imbalance came from. The imbalance came from the memories that have hardened our hearts. All right? There are memories that we have that some of us would like to not think about. But since, you can erase a memory by healing it so it doesn't hurt. You can't erase it like from your mind's eye, but you can heal it so it doesn't hurt so bad. Okay? And you don't want to become hardened, right? Your heart should forgive, and that's where it will soften up again and open up to new love or love of self. Okay. No more fighting with self, right? This is the polarity. This is where we fight within ourselves, the masculine and the feminine, dueling it out, right? And why does that happen? Because we're not familiar with it. How many of you out there understand that we are masculine and feminine? Unless you've been watching, readers for a while and know about the tarot, and know about the quantum physics as well. It's all about physics, mathematical, and etc. So we're not fighting anything. As you can see, we've let go of those cups. Right? We have. The cups are empty now. And now we can say, okay, the illusions are gone. The illusions of what I once thought I was or wasn't, again, a polarity, is gone. There we go. Right? From imbalance to balancing it out. So this is actually, let me explain, this is actually a progression. The cards always tell me if it's a progression or not, but it is in this case. So what we've done is there was an imbalance. We started with an imbalance in this situation because our heart has hardened a bit through the memories that have made it that way. We have kind of, cold-hearted bitch, right? Sorry, but I had to say it. So someone has, kind of gotten that way, right? I don't know. I heard it, so I have to say it. And the fighting within and without, which means what? within ourselves about becoming this way, you have a choice. You can either harden your heart, or you could say, all right, let me just flow. Let me just flow with it and try to open my heart again and rise up above this pain. Let me rise up above the pain of the memory that hurt me so bad, so deeply, which hardens our heart when we get hurt. Every time we get hurt, it's like we close our heart more, right? And the heart chakra needs to be open to receive and be devoted to giving and receiving love. So now we're not fighting against the current per se, right? Again, we're not fighting against the current because we've merged. That's the outcome here on the table. We did empty the cups, but guess what? What happened was we thought we had all of it out of us. We thought we had emptied out that which hardened our hearts, right? We thought we had done the job here, but the universe said, well, you have more to go, right? You have 5 cups, but there were a couple more that were like lingering within your emotions. You need to heal all these cups. You need to heal the cups and not fight against the current. Okay, so that's where we got to the point where, what did we do? We're not fighting any longer because we've balanced it all out by letting go and trying. And now I believe with the cups up right here, we're leveling up, and we've been given instruction to open our heart and have devotion once again to what? To love. So someone came in, spirit guide, deceased loved one, within a time of dream state, and gave you the understanding of the memories that you have and the learning that you've received is leveling you up, and not to be discouraged and not to get like this, right? You don't want to get, your heart doesn't want to be hard and closed up, all right? Open your heart again to love. And that's what some in the spirit realm came to tell you. Open your heart, and now you're balanced. You're back in balance. You get it. Yeah, you get it, right? Now you get it. Now you understand that this process was part of your spiritual journey in balancing you out and understanding the polarity, once again, of yin and yang. It's all about the polarity and the merging of masculine and feminine within, so that you can rise up now and move on to your higher learning and purpose. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Moving up and moving on. And yeah, I think that you got to a point of fear, fear about that, because it is scary, right? It's scary to say, oh my God, now what? When we've gone through so much. Well, now what means making new memories. Come on, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to make new memories, and new lessons will be learned. Because why? We're on the earth plane, which is the school of life. So it's never ending. Remember, I said it's cyclical. Excuse me. I was going to say circle. It is a circle, but it's cyclical, right? Everything is cyclical. Everything is cyclical. Okay? Life, that's what life is. We learn, we rise up, we let go, we rise up, and we do it all over again. But this time, we level up with the knowledge, and it gives us more growth and understanding to not make the same mistakes over and over and over again, right? The wheel, right? Okay. We don't want to feel like we're always being challenged, but life is a challenge. So what happens when life is a challenge? You have to meet the challenge. Otherwise, what's going to happen? You're going to fall off those stairs. This is the same card as this. It hasn't been easy, but you've done it. This on the earth plane, and this is on the spiritual realm. You have now, it was not easy to go through, and each step that you took was the lesson that you learned. And it is. Life is the school and the testing of your understanding. You could have, we are being tested only because that's what they do in school. They test you. Have you learned? Don't fall back. Don't trip, and don't go back. Okay? You're getting right here to the point where the illumination is, hello, what is it? Illumination. Illuminating you to a new path. All right? With a lot of knowledge and experience. More importantly, is experience. Life is about the experience, right? That's how we learn, through experience. So now we've gone through the worst, and now we're leveling up. See, we've gone through the worst. The worst was the deception, the pain, the hurt that made one harden their heart to be the cold-hearted biatch, right? So the feminine felt maybe, wrongfully done, right? But it's all leveled out now. And you've risen above this so that this will never happen again. Well, okay, let's take that back. Hold on. That's part of human nature, right? The deceit, the envy, that's just human nature. But when you level up, you don't want to go back to the same old lessons, even though the lessons will probably have deception and envy, because people do envy people who are happy, right? People envy the fact that you're rising up now and you're moving on. Absolutely. You found the strength to get out of the suffering that you once had, and it was great suffering. This is not an easy thing, but you've risen above it and you're moving on. Your heart is opening up now, and that's why we have the card of, leveling up, not leveling up, the card of balance, excuse me. All right, so you're balancing out your life now to the point where you can start over. There's the egg, right? Here's the egg. It's time to now make new memories. That you're moving to enlightenment of knowledge and experience that you're taking with you. And now it's time to make new memories. Gone are all, you had to go through a lot. You did. You had to go through a lot. And usually when you get to a leveling up and rising up, it doesn't come easy, and nothing in life does come easy that's worth learning and experiencing. And here we are celebrating the victory of you healing and leveling up and merging masculine and feminine. The experience, the memories, now you're ready to make new memories. Okay? We have 2 3s. Let me see if I have another one, because the 3s are, of course, the angels behind you, always making sure that you are safe. The angels here, right? Here's the spirit world helping you out, for sure, right? The spirit world is celebrating your victory, your truth, your experience of leveling up is being celebrated by the universe, right? The sword is pointed up into space, time and space, clarity, finality, success. Success. Bottom of the deck. Happy home, happy blessings, understanding those blessings, going through and moving through a new cycle of life and ready to do that, right? We're ready now to make new memories within our heart that has opened again in order to give and receive love once again. Okay? All right. Let's get one Ascended Master Archangel card. This is a beautiful Thursday reading, and it just happens. I always go over 30 minutes, but the message is more important. That's why I just want you to know it takes a while to upload, and that's just the way it goes. But the message needs to get out there, and that's my goal, is for all of you to receive the message and understanding from the universe, okay? Call to action, Commander Ashtar, okay? The card reads, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. Look at that. Beautiful, right? In space and time, right? Enlightened. You can see Commander Ashtar is totally enlightened. All the blue is the spiritual realm, space, and the memory of what? Of time. Have an awesome day.